Have you ever found yourself, packing for that dream vacation, only to hit a wall realizing your beloved furry friend might not actually be welcome most places? Or maybe you're on the other side, a property owner looking at your short-term rentals calendar and just wondering, how do I make this place really stand out in a, let's face it, pretty crowded market? Well, today we're taking a deep dive. We've got some fascinating insights here drawn from some expert analysis focusing on the short-term rental or STR market in a truly beautiful spot, Kavala, Greece. Our mission really is to unpack how making your rental pet-friendly isn't just a nice thing to do. It's actually a surprisingly smart, almost untapped business strategy, one that can significantly boost your income and your occupancy. And we'll be looking at real numbers, actual examples to show you how it works. Okay, so let's dive in. The global pet travel industry. I mean, it's not just growing, it's absolutely exploding. We're talking huge numbers, like over 67% of European households own pets. That's not niche, right? That's a massive market and honestly, often pretty underserved. But what makes this trend really hit home in a specific place like Kavala?
Well, what's fascinating is while it's definitely a big global thing, it resonates particularly strongly in Greece. You get a lot of tourists heading to these stunning coastal spots like Kavala, Nea Peramos, Palio Tsifliki, and many are families who, quite simply, won't travel without their four-legged members. It's just not an option for them. And they often really struggle, to find places that genuinely welcome their pets, not just sort of tolerate them. That creates a big gap in the market.
Right, a real demand gap. That makes sense. So drilling down to Kavala itself, what is it about this specific region that makes it so perfect for pet-friendly rentals beyond just that general trend?
Kavala has some really unique advantages going for it. First off, just the sheer abundance of diverse outdoor spaces. You've got everything from these huge golden beaches in Karamoti to really picturesque hiking trails around Palio Tsifliki. So much for pets and owners to explore together. And crucially, many beaches, like in Nea Peramos and Nea Iraklitsa, they actually allow dogs, at least during certain hours. That's a massive plus for pet owners. Then you layer on this growing tourist market, Germans, Bulgarians, and increasingly domestic Greek travelers with pets. But here's the real kicker, I think.
Yeah.
Significantly less competition. Most STRs there just don't explicitly say pets welcome, so it leaves this wide open opportunity for those who do.
That low competition factor. Yeah, that definitely makes you perk up if you're a property owner listening right now.
Yeah.
So for those folks tuning in, maybe owning properties in Kavala, Palio Tsifliki, Nea Iraklitsa, Nea Peramos, let's get into the numbers. This is where it gets really interesting. What are the actual tangible financial upsides to going pet-friendly?
Right. Let's talk money. What kind of uplift can owners realistically expect? Well, what we've seen consistently is that pet-friendly properties can command a 15-25% higher average daily rate, the ADR, especially during those peak summer months.
15 to 25%. Wow.
Yeah. And this premium exists because, frankly, pet owners are often willing to pay a bit more for that peace of mind. The convenience of knowing their pet is truly welcome. And beyond that base rate, you can implement specific pet fees, maybe an extra $10-20 per night. You could even add cleaning deposits, say $50-100 per stay. These aren't just small change. They're clear additional revenue streams that properly boost the bottom line.
Okay, so it's definitely not just a tiny convenience fee. It's a real value proposition for the guest and a clear revenue stream for the owner. But it's not just about the daily rate, is it? You mentioned occupancy, too. It's about getting more bookings, and maybe for longer.
Exactly. The impact is way beyond just the ADR. We consistently see a 20-30% jump in bookings during the shoulder season.
Shoulder season,
Right.
So like April, May, September, October.
Precisely. And why? Well, many travelers with pets are actively looking for those times. The temperatures are more comfortable for outdoor activities, avoiding that intense summer heat. And it doesn't stop there. Pet owners also tend to book for longer. On average, we see about 2.3 nights more per stay compared to non-pet owners.
2.3 nights more.
Yeah.
That adds up quickly.
It really does. And maybe the most compelling stat, loyalty. Pet owners are incredibly loyal guests. We see a 40% higher return rate for properties that welcome pets properly.
Wow, a 40% higher return rate. That's not just a little bump. That really changes the game for an STR business. What do you think drives that incredible loyalty?
Well, that 40% number, it's more than just a statistic, right? It really speaks to the deep gratitude, the trust that pet owners feel when their whole family, including the furry ones, is genuinely welcomed. You're solving a major headache for them, a real pain point. And that fosters this kind of emotional connection, a brand loyalty you rarely see in the general travel market. They find a place that gets it, that accommodates their lifestyle, and yeah, they'll come back again and again.
That market advantage sounds really compelling.
Yeah.
So for property owners, it genuinely helps them stand out, gives them a distinct edge.
Absolutely. When we look at managed portfolios across that whole Kavala region, the pet-friendly STRs, they just consistently outperform similar non-pet properties. On Airbnb, on Booking.com, you name it, they don't just get more bookings, they often get higher ratings too, because guests feel so appreciated, so catered for. So yeah, it's not just about attracting a niche, it's really about elevating your property's entire position in the market.
Okay. I'm sold on the why. It's profitable. It helps you stand out. But let's talk how. What do you actually need to do to make a property genuinely pet-friendly? I'm picturing, maybe just a tiny dog bed tucked in a corner, but I'm guessing it's more involved than that for real success.
Yeah.
What are the absolute must-haves for welcoming these furry guests properly?
You're right, it's definitely more comprehensive than just sticking a dog bed somewhere. Practically speaking, the focus has got to be on durability, cleanliness, and thoughtful amenities. So, inside the property, prioritize flooring that's washable and durable. Ceramic tiles work incredibly well, especially in coastal places where sand is just always a factor.
Makes sense.
Provide pet beds and blankets that are easily sanitized. Maybe have a couple of different sizes available. Stainless steel food and water bowls are a must, and keep them sparkling clean. And really important, if you have balconies, particularly on those lovely seafront properties in Nea Peramos, a secure pet gate is absolutely crucial. Safety first.
Right. Balcony safety. Didn't even think of that. What about outdoors?
Outdoors, yeah. If you have a ground level property, like some of those charming mountain house rentals you find in Palio Tsifliki, secure fencing is pretty much essential. Gives owners huge peace of mind. Outdoor pet shower stations. Honestly, these are fantastic. Highly appreciated, especially for rinsing off sandy paws after a trip back from Karamoti Beach.
Oh, I could see guests loving that.
Definitely. And don't forget designated pet relief areas, even small ones, and importantly, shade structures for those hot Greek summer days. Pet comfort is key. Think of it like anticipating every pet parent's little unspoken wish,
Yeah.
From dealing with sandy paws to just needing a quiet, cool spot for their pet to relax.
That's a really thorough list. It definitely sounds like what works best in, say, Nea Peramos might be slightly different from Palio Tsifliki. Are there specific tips for each area for you, the listener, to think about when tailoring your property?
That's a really crucial point, tailoring the approach. So for Nea Peramos properties, those lively coastal towns, your biggest selling point is obviously proximity to the dog-friendly beaches. But you must also provide clear info about any seasonal pet restrictions on those beaches, and definitely include those outdoor shower facilities we talked about.
Got it. What about Palio Tsifliki? More mountainous.
Exactly. For Palio Tsifliki accommodations, known for the serene mountain views and trails, you want to highlight easy access to hiking paths, emphasize secure yard space if you have it, and maybe provide local vet contact info, just a thoughtful touch.
Okay. And Nea Iraklitsa, that's more family-friendly, quieter?
Yeah, Nea Iraklitsa STRs often have that quiet family vibe. Emphasize that as being perfect for pets. Mention nearby pet supply stores if you know them. Showcase the relaxed atmosphere.
And finally, Kavala City itself, urban environment.
Right. For Kavala city properties, the focus shifts to urban pet amenities. Are there nearby parks, pet stores, vets? Map them out, maybe offer some walking route suggestions around the beautiful old town, and definitely mention any pet-friendly restaurants or cafes are becoming more common.
Okay, great specific tips there. So let's say your property is perfectly set up now, all the amenities tailored for the location. How do you make absolutely sure pet owners actually find it? Marketing must be key.
Oh, absolutely. Optimizing your listing on platforms like Airbnb and Booking.com is critical. For title optimization, don't be shy. Use those location-specific keywords right in the title. Something like pet-friendly seafront villa in Nea Peramos or dog-welcome mountain retreat in Palio Tsifliki. Make it obvious.
Right up front.
Exactly. Then in your description elements, lead with your pet-friendly features. Put it in the very first paragraph, make it impossible to miss. Mention the specific amenities you offer, highlight those nearby pet-friendly attractions, and clearly, but positively, state your house rules regarding pets. And again, call out the local beaches or trails.
And pictures. I imagine photos are incredibly important here. To really show off the pet-friendly side, you need to paint that picture.
Absolutely. Professional photography is, I'd say, non-negotiable. It makes such a difference. Your must-have photos should include really enticing shots of your outdoor spaces where pets can play safely, show the amenities in action, maybe a nice food and water station set up, or a comfy pet bed looking inviting.
Show it being used almost.
Well, maybe not literally, but show it ready to be used. Include photos of those local pet-friendly spots nearby. And clearly show the secure areas, the fenced yard, the balcony with the safety gate. You need to show, not just tell. And please don't forget, Booking.com, their pet-friendly filters are used more and more. Make sure your property actually shows up in those searches. Tick the pets allowed box in your amenities, add any pet fee info clearly in your policies, and respond quickly to any pet-related questions people send. It just signals you're genuinely welcoming.
Okay, brilliant. So the listing is optimized, photos look great, someone books. Fantastic. How do you ensure a really smooth, stress-free experience for everyone involved right from that booking confirmation?
Yeah, that pre-arrival communication is absolutely crucial. Before they even set foot in the property, it's really wise to collect a bit of key info. Things like the pet's type, breed, size. Maybe vaccination records if it's a longer stay. It's a good idea to recommend it. Ask if they have any special needs, dietary requirements, or maybe just about their pet's previous travel experience. It helps you anticipate things.
Good preparation.
Exactly. Then think about a really thoughtful welcome package for when they arrive. Include local vet contacts, super important, maybe a curated list of pet-friendly restaurants nearby, like in Kavala Center. Definitely include clear beach access rules, especially as they can change seasonally. And those hiking trail maps suitable for dogs, particularly for places like Palio Tsifliki. It just shows you've thought of everything.
That level of detail sounds really reassuring for a guest traveling with a pet. Now, house rules. They can sometimes be a bit tricky to balance, right? Especially with pets. But they seem essential for making sure it's a good experience for the guest, the pet, and for protecting the property itself.
Indeed. It's a balance. The rules that work well in properties we see in Kavala, they tend to strike that balance welcoming pets while protecting the owner's investment. So common successful rules often include things like a maximum of, say, 2 pets per booking, requiring pets to be supervised at all times. That's a big one. Often a no pets on furniture rule, but then making sure you provide comfortable pet beds as an alternative.
Right, give them their own space.
Exactly. Immediate cleanup of any accidents, indoors or out, and being transparent about an additional cleaning fee, maybe something like €30 for cats, €50 for dogs. Clarity is key.
Okay, and then after they leave, what does the cleaning process look like to ensure the next guests, whether they have pets or not, walk into a pristine, fresh space? How do you maintain those high standards?
Maintaining those high standards between all guests is paramount, especially after pets. The between-guest cleaning needs to be exceptionally thorough. We're talking deep vacuuming of all surfaces, ideally with a HEPA filter vacuum. Washing all textiles, bedding, throws, cushion covers in hot water. Minimum 60 degrees C is best for sanitization. And crucially, using enzymatic cleaners. These are specifically designed to break down and eliminate any pet odors, not just mask them.
Oh, enzymatic, okay.
Yes. And replace any air fresheners with pet-safe alternatives. Always do a thorough inspection of outdoor areas for any waste or potential damage. This meticulous approach ensures absolutely no lingering traces for the next guests. Now, property wear and tear, that's a common worry for owners, understandably, but it's entirely manageable if you're proactive. Well, proactive measures include things like installing scratch-resistant flooring materials right from the start, using furniture covers that are durable and easily washable. And when it comes to budget planning, we generally recommend increasing your cleaning budget by around 30% for pet-friendly properties, just to cover that deeper clean. Also, maybe set aside a small contingency fund, say $200, $300 annually per property, just for pet-related touch-ups or minor repairs. And if you have carpets, consider professional cleaning maybe 2-3 times a year. It's really an investment in guest satisfaction and keeping your property looking great long-term.
That makes sense, building into the plan. Does the time of year change how you approach this whole strategy? I mean, Kavala is beautiful but seasonal. Is this a year-round opportunity or more focused?
Oh, it's absolutely a year-round opportunity, but you definitely need to adapt your strategy with the seasons. During the summer peak season, June to August, you can usually justify slightly higher pet fees due to the increased demand and cleaning needs. Beach access info is vital marketing then, and reliable air conditioning is non-negotiable. Pets can overheat fast.
Good point.
Then for the shoulder seasons, April, May, September, October, you can really target, say, domestic Greek pet owners looking for quieter getaways. Highlight those comfortable temperatures for pet activities, really push the hiking season aspect for areas like Palio Tsifliki.
Okay. And winter?
The winter strategy, November through March, shifts focus. Emphasize cozy indoor spaces, make sure you highlight your heating systems. This is also a fantastic time to market to digital nomads traveling with pets. They often seek longer winter escapes, and you'll benefit from much less competition during that off-season.
Interesting angle for winter. Now, crucially, what about the legal side and insurance? Making sure you're properly covered must be a huge consideration for owners.
Indeed. Stepping back to the bigger picture, it's really vital to understand the Greek regulations for pet-friendly STRs. Key things include no discrimination based solely on pet ownership, within reasonable limits, of course. Clear policy disclosure in all your listings is essential. It's also wise to check local municipality regulations, specifically in Kavala, just in case there are nuances, and obviously maintain general health and safety standards.
And insurance.
Yes. For insurance coverage, what's recommended is looking for policies that include specific pet damage coverage, ideally something like up to €2,000 per incident. Liability insurance that covers potential pet-related injuries is also crucial. And really, getting specialized STR insurance that explicitly includes pet policies is the best way to go. And keep reviewing your policy regularly, as regulations can sometimes evolve. It's all about protecting your asset and, frankly, your peace of mind.
Absolutely essential. It's always fantastic to hear about real results, though, how these strategies actually play out on the ground. Can you share a success story from the Kavala area that really brings these numbers to life for us?
Certainly. Let's take a 2-bedroom apartment in Nea Peramos. Great location, just 100 meters from a lovely beach. They implemented a clear pet policy back in March 2023. The results, pretty remarkable. They saw a 35% increase in bookings within that first year alone.
35%.
Yeah. Their average nightly rate went up from €65 to €85, and they maintained an impressive 4.9-star average rating specifically from guests who stayed with pets. And maybe most importantly, 0 pet-related damage claims in that entire first year, which really helps debunk some common owner fears.
That's incredible, especially the 0 damage claims part. Do you have another example? Maybe a different type of property?
Sure. Another great one is a 3-bedroom house, this one with a large secure garden up in Palio Tsifliki. They brought in their pet policy in January 2023. What happened? Their average length of stay jumped significantly from 3.2 nights up to 5.1 nights.
Wow, almost 2 extra nights on average.
Exactly. And they generated an additional €1,200 in monthly revenue purely from the pet fees alone. Not only that, but it quickly became the top-rated pet-friendly property in its specific area. And now, it boasts an outstanding 60% repeat booking rate from those pet-owning guests.
The 60% repeat rate. These aren't just small wins. They really highlight consistent, powerful trends.
They really do.
Wow. Those numbers truly paint a vivid picture of the potential here.
Yeah.
So, looking ahead, what does all this mean for the future of short-term rentals in this beautiful Kavala region? Where do you see this trend heading?
Well, the pet travel market, it's only going to keep expanding and likely diversify too. We anticipate seeing particular growth in things like luxury pet services, maybe pet sitting or grooming offered alongside the rental. Definitely more extended stay bookings, catering to those digital nomads with pets we mentioned. Multi-generational family trips where pets are just seen as integral family members. And maybe even more therapeutic travel involving emotional support animals. Properties in Kavala, Palio Tsifliki, Nea Iraklitsa, Nea Peramos. They are just uniquely positioned geographically and culturally, I think, to capture this rapidly growing and highly loyal market segment. It's a real opportunity for substantial, sustainable growth.
It absolutely sounds like a tangible opportunity for property owners and, frankly, a fantastic, less stressful option for travelers, too. So if you're listening now, maybe you're a property owner, or maybe you're just dreaming of visiting that stunning Kavala region with your own beloved pet, what's the one key thing you should really consider after this deep dive?
A key takeaway. I'd say this, for you, the listener. How might embracing the overlooked needs of a really dedicated market like pet owners not just diversify your offerings or boost your income, but how might it truly unlock a whole new level of connection and loyalty with your guests? Think about transforming a simple rental into a genuinely sought-after home away from home, one that welcomes every member of the family, furry or otherwise. How could that redefine what success looks like for you?
What a powerful thought to leave us with. Perhaps it really isn't just about pets, fundamentally, but about making everyone feel truly, genuinely welcome. Thank you so much for sharing all these insights today.